Another episode, chilling with Aaron Lawrence. We're here today with no other than Samuel Harvey, who is a member of the Turks and Caicos football team. We're here in the beautiful island of Bermuda, where we're just chilling, and we're gonna have a talk with Sammy. We're gonna ask him a few questions about himself and about him in life and sports in general, because we're here for the under 17 World Cup qualify, which they have been doing well in the competition so far. So Samuel Harvey, welcome.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Sammy, to start, let me ask you now how you get into football.
Well, when I initially started, I was 4 years old. Even though in Turkish Caicos you have to be 5 to register, but because we was a very active family and I was a big child, my mother was able to slide me in when I was 4. So I started off playing soccer 4. My sister and I started off playing outfield until I was maybe about 8 or so when you
Yeah,
came
yeah.
down, turned me into a goalkeeper, and here we are today.
Yeah, one of the best goalkeeper now at any levels in Turks and Caicos. Top goalkeeper. You have been rise, you have been grown into a wonderful goalkeeper, I must say. And because of the hard work that you have done, the reason why you have so good and reached the level. And also you are one of the youngest goalkeeper to ever start into an international game, the Nation League that we played in the Caribbean a few months ago,
Yes, sir.
for playing for the senior team as a number one goalkeeper for the senior team. How was that?
I mean, at the beginning it was like I didn't want to believe it. Like I was nervous, thinking I'm only 14. I don't think I'm ready for this. After the first game, had a little big mistake, but after that, talk with you, shook it off, got my head back in the game, was ready for the second game, and I think I performed and I did enough to say I'm proud that I made that start.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was a wonderful moment. I know that you have it in you, and I know that you could have done such job for us. And you go out there as a young boy, one of the youngest player on the team at the time for both countries, and you have performed to the level, which is good. Hence, that earn you also a tryouts
Yes, sir.
in the UK for QPR. And tell us something more about that.
QBR, it was an amazing experience. I definitely cold. The first time I can say I ever went out and they said we have a frozen pitch. I never had training delayed due to a frozen pitch, but it was a nice experience seeing a different
Yeah,
level.
yeah,
It's not just out there. It's not just you show up and you go hard once per every so often. It's every day you put in the same work, same consistency, and it really helped me open my eyes to what I need to work on and how
hmm,
to step up my game. And I even trained with somebody who will be going up against tomorrow. Excited
hmm.
to see how that will turn out.
Yeah.
But I
That's
think
exciting. That's exciting to know that you're training against someone who you're going up against tomorrow.
yes,
But it was a wonderful experience. I,
amazing.
I, I can see. How was the goalkeepers them there?
Goalkeepers, I don't want to say perfectionists, but
Yeah.
they train to execute from their distribution to their communication,
Hmm.
position on the goal, and everything up there, attention to detail to help you really get to that next level.
Yeah. Okay, that was good. You played any game, any friendly games up there
No,
when you were there?
unfortunately, I didn't get to play the game because of the frozen pitches.
Mm-hmm.
But that day that I didn't get to play, maybe it was a blessing in disguise because I got to train with their under 21 squad, which is their reserve squad. And
Yeah.
I'd say that was probably my best training session
Mm.
since I was there. And the reserve squad head coach noticed my name. So
Uh-huh. Well,
maybe
that's
it's,
that that is good to know. A young boy from Turks and Caicos to go, and I think QPR is in the championship,
yes, sir.
the next division after the Premier League in England. To see you go and have a tryouts up there, and to see you can go and shine, and you're waiting for for them to call you back to see
Yes, sir.
what next for you there. But the sky's the limit. You know, if you've gone there, you have gone there. You, if you don't make it, and if you make it, you know, you're still here working, you're still pushing yourself, and something bigger and better might come. And maybe QPR maybe come running back again, wanted you up there because they have learned of you and they have seen you perform, and now you're in the under 17 tournament here in Bermuda. You know, you have played 2 games so far. You played again 3 games,
3 games.
3 games so far, which you know you have done well in those 3 games. Tell me about those games that you played.
Well, the first game I'd say is more of a controlling type of game.
Mm-hmm.
We got out there, we executed our coach's game plan, won 3-0. Not much challenges, but in our second match against Canada, it's where we really realized the different level from first world countries to second and third world countries in terms of football, where they were able to knock it around us, get us out of position, and take smart shots. I had a couple of big saves in that game, but it really helped me realize more so what I learned in QPR, how to implement it in the game with the small attention to
Mm-hmm.
details,
Mm-hmm.
positioning, even how to go out for the ball and things of that nature. In
Uh-huh.
our game yesterday against Curacao, I'd say that might have been my strongest game. Was coming out confident for
Mm-hmm.
crosses, controlling my box, had some pretty big saves. Unfortunately, we lost that game 2-0,
Yeah, but
but
it is a learning
a learning
process. It's a learning
process.
process
Yep.
because you, as a goalkeeper, you know, it's up to the defenders, it's up to the midfielder. It has to start from the forward to the midfield and to the defense to come to you. And I think you have done, not because I'm your coach, but I think you have done great for this team. You have kept us in the game. You have kept your team into the game, and you're the captain of the team,
Yes,
and
sir.
you're leading from front, which is good. As a youngster, you're what, 15 now?
15 now.
You know, to play in the under 17 tournament and to becomes a leader and leading the team. And I think you're doing a good job so far. So you know, sky's the limit for you there. You just have to continue.
Yes, sir.
The next question I want to ask: you played for the national senior men team, right? You know, how was that experience that day? You have said something about it, but if they call you up again and the team wanted you again, I think you'll be more of a better player now based on the experience, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, so you're looking forward to another game for the senior men team.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
All right. And you have now played on the 17, on the 15, on the 14,
Under 20.
and the 20, and senior men. So
Sir.
you have stretching your career at a different level. You were like probably more like me too. When I was playing for Jamaica, I played all level on. We never have, in my time, we never have any under 14 nor under 16. We have under 17 and under 23 and senior. So you know we played at that level. You know, where do you want to take your career as a goalkeeper?
As a goalkeeper, I want to be able to say one day, me and my team have taken Turkish Gigas to the World Cup. And for me personally, I want to say I want to take my talents all the way to the Prem for Liverpool, for none other than Liverpool.
But yes, you love Liverpool. You're a supporter of Liverpool. They are
Yes, sir.
doing well this year.
First in the
They,
Prem.
you know, they're first in the league. You know, last year they never do so badly. You know, you think that they can go on and win the championship?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes, sir.
Yeah. Why you think so? Because they're winning now, or
Because
you
they're
don't
winning
think?
now. And although it's sad to say because we have a new manager,
Mhm.
but I feel like our new manager is also finding ways to use our pieces, especially off the bench and with our youngsters
Mhm.
that we didn't use before. And plus, we also have a very strong and confident back line from our keeper.
Mhm.
Even with our reserve keepers, when they had to come in, they performed. And Van Dijk is really leading from the back as a true captain should.
Yeah, yeah. That's how it is. Now you were in Turks and Caicos, going to school there, but now you have moved to the United States of America, going to school there in the United States of America. How you find the changes? How was the transition from Turks and Caicos into United States going to school?
That first month, I would say it was a hard transition to think
Yeah.
because waking up six, some days we have 6 a.m. training,
Wow.
got to skip breakfast to go to practice, and like really adjusting, being away from home, going to a boarding school, like it really made you think this is a footballer lifestyle. Like if I really want to make it pro, I got to do this for the next however many years it takes to get to that level, and just really make you think how much you want it and how much work you have to put in. But I feel like it might be one of the best decisions I made in my life because now with the academy, I'm able to have practice every day, multiple times a day, with living on campus, living at the pitch, at the gym,
Mhm.
and also now we have nutritionists, we have personal trainers who could help personalize workout plans for us to
Mhm.
get in gym daily. And we also it'll be a smaller group, so our coaches are able to help us pick out certain parts of our game and
Okay.
build them.
Mhm.
My both my parents played high school sports.
Yeah.
My father played high school sports back in Turks and Caicos. My mother played high school sports in the Bahamas. Both of them played basketball mainly. My
Mhm.
mother's one of the best basketball players of her time
Yeah.
in high school in the Bahamas. She went on to play in college, although it wasn't as a big superstar.
Mhm. Mhm.
She came off the bench in college, used her sports to get all the way through the college system, and which I hope to do as well.
Oh wow! I never know that you're talking to your mom, Jody, that and your daddy. I never know that they were. But I could see it in you. I could see it, and you have a sister also played for the national team and also in college now in the United States, where your sister was a captain also for the senior women team, which is good. Is one of our better player on the island. And I wish you all nothing but the best.
Yes,
But
sir.
for see that to know now that your mom played, your daddy played, I see where that drive and that
Yes,
push
sir.
come from because your mom always there at the pitch. Your daddy chip in now and then. He's a man hard working, and so forth like that. But to know that they played at at a level, maybe not at the highest level, but at a level. Your mommy played at one of the highest level in basketball where you go to college and play, whether off the bench or not, she played.
She played.
And I could see where you get that sporting side of it from and that drive to go on the athletics thing because I know you play basketball too
Yes,
and
sir.
sometimes we have a fight but I said hey you can play basketball because as a goalkeeper you have to learn how to catch and that's what you do and you have gone out there and done so and your parents have done so at that level which is good but for the future of Turks and Caicos football. You're one of the eyes out there now for the future because I hear the kids them in this tournament
Yes, sir.
at I hear in Bermuda
Yes, sir.
the ball boys them been shouting Samuel Harvey and all them things. So that means you're getting out there, you're
Yes,
getting
sir.
recognized, and how that feel to hear these kids are calling your name and maybe message you on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't know. Speak on that.
It actually felt pretty good walking out on the pitch for warm ups, me and the other two players who play in America now,
Hmm.
like they actually recognize us. As I'm warming up,
Yeah.
the ball boys behind the goal, I can hear them talking about my posts on Sky News and whatnot.
Hmm.
And then one of them actually asked me when I went over for what he came over to me, said, "If I follow you, will you follow me back, please?" I told him, "So yeah, I'll follow you back."
And
So
that must be feel good to
yes,
you.
sir.
I could recall when we used to play. I'm an old timer now. When we used to play, and wherever we go, people want autograph, people want signatures from us, and people wanted to take pictures and stuff. And that's what the level that I would love to see Turks and Caicos football get to, and you in general will get to that level. It. You have done an interview on Sky Sports,
Yes, sir.
the biggest of all in UK
Yes.
and around the world. You know how you feel when they call you up for do such interview.
At first, I didn't think it was real because I was just like, I just played 2 games. It wasn't the best results. I feel like I could have done better. Felt like it was just okay. But then I got a message I got an email from Sky Sports, and he was like really pushing to get an interview. Although because he's in the UK, our schedule
Mm-hmm.
didn't really mesh well. So we went out his way to reschedule. He stayed up one night to
Mm-hmm.
make sure he got the interview done, both Sky News and BBC,
Mm-hmm.
which it feels great to know that
Yeah.
I was on a headline for both Sky News and BBC.
Yeah, because I was on it with you
Yeah,
also,
sir.
and after the interview showed and the TV, and a friend of mine, Dean Burton, who is a former player, who was one of our main striker, called me, hey, Aaron, I see you on the TV, and he take a video and send it to me, and I send it to you. See, he's going crazy to know that we we can help another young boy from the Caribbean island to go on these things. And I don't want you to take it lightly. I don't want to take it simple because it's a big thing. You were the first and only player so far from the Turks and Caicos Island to go on a trial at this club, at any club in the UK, because I haven't, since I've been at Turks, I haven't known of any player who have gone on a tryouts at QPR or any one of the Premiership clubs them or any one of the Championship clubs them. And you have done it as the first Turks and Caicos Islander to do so, which is the best thing for me to know that a goalkeeper who have take from a boy who never wanted to be a goalie.
Yes, sir.
When I just come to Turks and Caicos, I said, you showed up and and after the training, one day training session, you wanted to quit and you wanted to call it a day. And tell me what went wrong at that time. I know you get frustrated and
I just didn't think I could do it because at first when you came at first you had a rule. You had to earn everything. First you had to earn the gloves,
yes,
earn the shirt, then you earn the pants.
yep,
So the first day took me from the outfield training, told me come to the goal. I didn't want to go, but I went. And so I didn't earn the gloves yet. So I had
yeah,
to go to train and earn the glove. The very first ball you kick, I went to catch it wrong. I jammed my finger swollen, told me still finish the session.
yeah,
So from then I didn't want to do it. And then as I kept dropping the ball, as every ball I dropped, I just got madder and madder and it just broke out. I didn't want to do it anymore. Started crying and I was like, no, it's not for me.
hmm,
Came back, even though I didn't want to, came back the next day. So I started to improve.
hmm,
I had a bad game in our Fortis League, the youth development
yeah,
league. I had a bad game. I can see that I think maybe about like 7 goals. I was like, no, this isn't for me anymore. In the middle of the game, I cried, walk off. No, I'm not playing anymore.
hmm. And then I came up to you, and I said, "Don't worry about it. It's part of your learning, and it's part of your development."
So,
And you said, "Well, you want to play on the field, you want to be a right back." And I said to her, "All right, go over there to my coach. If you make the team, you stay over there, and sky's the limit for you over there. And you go and train 2 days or one day, and you come back to me and say, well, coach, I think I want to be a goalie." And from there on, you becomes this, I would say, superstar in your own right now
sure.
as a youngster, because you have, from then, you have never missed a training session. When you miss a training session, it's because of reason. And you have pushed yourself and see the result now. You becomes someone who had the first player from Turks and Caicos Island to go on a trial in the UK for a club of this magnitude. QPR is one of the big club in America, in UK, and you have been there and you have seen what it is, and you have grown from that, and you have passed that stage. And I was happy at the time when you come back to really show that you wanted it, you wanted to make it happen for you, and this is it. But it never stops. It never stops, and you have to continue to work. Sammy, there's anything there's anything you want to say to other players from your team here on the under 17 and the other youngsters coming up, how they should go about getting to that level that you have get and the experience that you have seen there, what you have seen and what it takes for them to get to that level.
I mean, there's not really much to be said other than trust your coaches, trust your process, and every time you see that there's when they put a training schedule, don't be mad that it's a 2 hour training session. Be happy that you have 2 sessions to put in the work. It's the work when nobody's watching that counts. When there's people to watch, even if you don't have training that day, go home, do some abs or something, knock the ball against the wall, something. Because even as a keeper, you need to have a first touch and be able to play the ball in today's game.
Yep, and I can remember in COVID
Yes, sir.
when you go home, we shut down, we couldn't have come out, we couldn't have do anything, and I send you some stuff to do. I send it all to all the goalkeepers, and I remember only a few of you have done the work that I've sent there. I see your mom was helping you out, and this is the reason why you're here today and the reason why you get all these opportunity, because of the work you put in. It's not because of you're the best, yeah, you're one of the best goalkeeper in the world. It's because of the work you put in, and it starts from the work that you put in to get to that level, and you have get there. And I think there's more will come if you continue to work at that level. Because when people are sleeping, you were working. When people were in their house, lockdown, you were out there working on the tennis court and in your backyard, in your living room. You and another youngster goalkeeper, Alex, he's one of the future too. He's here with you also as your second goalkeeper. Was doing that work, and I can see the reason. Now he's in Jamaica playing, which is good.
Yes,
And
sir.
these are the things that we want for the players. And I must say, Sammy, I'm proud of you and I'm happy for your development. And I know there's more for you to learn, and we're still working and we're still showing you more things. And you have gone to a different place, and you will still learn, and I will still work with you and show you a lot of stuff, because there's a lot more to learn and there's a lot more to do. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of your family, because your family has been there with you and your sister. Your mother and your father is there pushing you and telling you. Because I remember the day too when you wanted to quit, and your mommy said, "Boy, going back and go do the work." And, and I said, "No, let him stay, because you're not feeling well now. The time will come when you come back, and you come back." And I'm happy that you have done so, because now you're one of our leader of the
Yes, sir.
team, and you're pushing these boys here to do well. And tomorrow you have another game. I want to wish you well in that game, and I hope that you have continue to work and continue to make Turks and Caicos proud. And I would love if you are one of the first players from Turks and Caicos also sign a contract to play in the UK, because this is what we're thinking of, and this is what we want for all the players.
Yes, sir.
So, Sammy, sky's the limit. There's anything else that anyone, the camera is there, don't know about Samuel Harvey, tell me something about Sammy, what I haven't known since we were working together from you were 8, now you become you're 15 now. Tell the world something about Sammy what I don't know.
I don't know. It's not much. I mean, even though like during the game, you see I'm always shouting and screaming. You think I'm a loud, talkative guy. I'm really not. I don't really have much to say to anybody. So
That's it. Nothing to say to your
I
schoolmate in high school in
just
the
gotta.
UK. Yeah.
I just guess thanks to my parents, my mom, my dad, you, my
Yeah.
sister, my entire family, and glory to God.
God is great. God is good.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, I just want to say, well done, bro.
Yes,
Well
sir.
done. And sky's the limit.